everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm super excited for today's video because I'm picking up a series that I kind of left to die a long time ago. It is the Unpopular Opinion series. Now, if you've been a long-time viewer of my channel, you know that I have multiple videos of my unpopular opinions, because if you don't know, I'm quite an opinionated person. But I thought we would do a twist for this video, and I would actually read out my subscribers' unpopular opinion, and we'll discuss. I will leave the playlist for all my unpopular opinion videos below. Keep in mind that these videos have been filmed so long ago that even in one of them, I stated an unpopular opinion that people need to leave Jeffree Star alone. His friends just use him and leave him alone. Oh, Dramageddon 1, Adam. So manipulated. So easy. But hey, for the growth. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yes, I'm keeping my Hannah Montana wall up permanently. I love it. Something about it. Mwah. TikTokers are so overrated. Like, most of them should focus on their education rather than drama and putting other people in danger with all those parties. Love you, Adam. I've been watching only for a month, but you became my fave. Love from Hungary. Love to you. School really doesn't help us prepare for the real world. Amen. And college is way too overpriced. Amen. As I say, wearing a Boston University hoodie. Exposed. College should be cheaper so that families that live in poverty can send their children to school. Amen. I don't believe TikTokers should make as much money as they do on that dumb app. People go to college and get a degree and still don't make as much money as these college dropouts on one video. I heard Charlie makes an insane amount of money for just one TikTok. Beyonce is overrated. Do not misunderstand. She is extremely talented, but I think the whole queen and the pedestal she is put on by this generation is part of almost a jumping on the bandwagon and liking someone something because everyone else does. I just find the whole queen thing very cringy. She is talented, but not to the god level people say. Also, her new stuff I dislike, her older music I do. While I think everything Beyonce's done past and present is fantastic, I actually personally prefer her newer stuff. Black is King on Disney Plus is phenomenal, you have to watch it. Drake is unbelievably overrated. My best friend Joy will probably cry at the fact I read that out. Sorry, Joy. She loves Drake. Influencers and TikTokers are absolutely ruining young people's view of what's important nowadays and inspire nothing they've worked for. They're far too vain and self-indulgent to care about their actual fans. It's okay to cut off family members who make you miserable and add nothing but negativity. Now, I'm a firm believer in family doesn't mean just blood. You can pick your family. Rina Sawayama has a perfect song called Chosen Family. You have to listen to it. In relation to blackfishing, everyone wants to be black until they're treated like they are black. Must be lovely to be able to scrub some tan off and go back to your lovely life and get treated like you're white again. I think that underage substance abuse is way too normalized. It's very concerning. I think some people just like to be offended. A lot of the time it's justified, but I see stuff that is such a reach sometimes it makes me lose brain cells. Not a fan of TikTokers. I don't get why people like watching the same dance performed over and over again by different people for a few seconds. Makes no sense. Here's the thing though, TikTok has multiple different sections. I'm in no way promoting this app, but the area of TikTok I'm on is not dancing TikTok. I'll tell you that. It's okay to raise your children religious, but if they decide later on that they're not interested in atheists later in life, you shouldn't force them to go to church. That you don't have to have everything figured out by a certain age. Amen. Preach. Charlie is overrated. Are you talking about Charlie XCX or Charlie D'Amelio? Let me know. People are way too sensitive nowadays about pretty much everything. Eggs are the most diabolical, disgusting, and vile things to ever grace this earth. They are quite slimy and disgusting, honestly. I have to agree. The most famous TikTokers aren't that talented. They're just conventionally attractive and white. David Dobrik's sort of overrated. People shouldn't be judged off of if they listen to music or not. One Direction are the best music artists of all time. And their unpopular songs are better than their popular ones. Well, that's definitely an unpopular opinion, babe. Dressing cool to fit in is terrible. People act like it's a crime to have your own style. Especially from a small city. Everyone shops at the same shop so that they all wear the same clothes and it's so cringy. Not me with my Depop orders. Will Smith was equally as good as the genie as Robin Williams. The main people telling kids they must go back to school are adults who haven't been to school in years and don't know how school is like now. And I have to fully agree, school is completely different now than when our parents were at school. And I think most of them will agree, but a lot of them won't. I think personally there's a lot more pressures on teenagers now than there was back then. Mashed potatoes suck. They're always dry and nasty. Now I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Put more cream in them or put more milk in them. I liked mashing my potatoes and putting almond milk in them that was in the microwave. So good. And a little bit of pepper. So good. That Stranger Things is overrated. I tried watching it and I got bored and turned it off. Me too. Ariana's voice is too childish for me. Once an artist becomes too overrated, it's hard to enjoy their music like I used to, and so I don't mention that I listen to artists' music. Whew, that was a tongue twister. I feel like shows like Euphoria and Stranger Things are overrated. I said what I said, I'm sorry. No, you're gonna say your opinion and say sorry, not sorry. Not I'm sorry. You apologize to nobody. Gabby Hanna's music is somewhat good. Well, I did ask for unpopular opinions. Eating healthy is overrated. So many friends and family are treating Miss Rona the same way these influencers are. So frustrating. I have to agree with you. That cats are better than dogs. Oat milk is overrated. That teen pregnancy is becoming normalized slowly even though it's at an all-time low. So artist fans drive people away from supporting their faves. ASMR makes me so uncomfortable. I'm glad TikTok might be deleted. I mean, I'll miss it, but sometimes it can be toxic. To be honest, I think a lot of social medias are very toxic at points, but I do agree that TikTok allows a lot of problematic, disgusting content on there. Also, the drama that happens on YouTube is nothing compared to the TikTok drama. They have drama like clockwork. Timothy and Harry ain't it. Literally, their fan base is gonna regret being obsessed with them a month from now or a max of 5 years. Can't wait, but like Harry's music though. I love how you were like, yeah, the fans are gonna regret supporting them. I still like his music. I genuinely hate the music of Pink Floyd. Life would be better if we didn't have the technology that we do now. That the derogatory term Karen should be named differently because there are actually genuinely nice people named Karen who now have to deal with the stigma of their name when it was a genuinely nice and sweet name at the time of being given it. I never thought about that. Imagine actually being called Karen. Do I have any Karens out there? Where y'all at? Chromatica, the Lady Gaga album, was so overrated. Sorry, there's so many better albums released this year that deserve all the hype. How I'm Feeling Now by Charlie XCX, I really like that album. Future Nostalgia, of course, great album. Sawayama, fantastic album. Also, Adam, this is a popular opinion. You should start reacting to music like albums and singles. Well, I did, but nobody watched. That will not be happening again. Also, I think Friends and Harry Potter are basic things. Too much cheese is actually disgusting. Now I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one. Also, I absolutely never want to watch videos of people eating any kind of food. I don't care who you are, just eat your dinner and put your plate in the sink when you're done. Don't go out of your way buying stupid amounts of fast food just to make a video of yourself eating alone. There's nothing to be gained other than promoting talking with your mouth full and diabetes. I don't know why we feel like we must have these strange traditions from places and completely tear the arse out of it. Wow. My unpopular opinion is that sugary artificial fruit flavored candy is trash. The older I get, the more I realize that any sort of sweets are nasty. I think the older I get, the more my taste buds are maturing. Great job, y'all. I think Western TV is trash. A lot of shows are stretched out for more money, I agree. They become boring and slow, and now I hate shows I once enjoyed. Now this is very true, this happens with a lot of shows. Ariana Grande is a good singer but makes trash songs. David Dobrik and Noah Beck are not attractive at all and are overrated. I don't like the Beatles. Your kids are not you, they are their own individual. Don't try to mold them into carbon copies of you. ASMR and mukbangs are awful, like truly I believe one of the most deplorable genres on the internet, and I pray one day that it'll just die and be forgotten about forever. Huge unpopular opinion, but I feel Beyonce is too perfect that it almost makes her not human. Like she lacks the human aspect and relatability, if you get me. Because I've never seen her do anything bad. I don't know, she's too perfect. Jenna Marbles actually needs to own up for being Jeffree Star and Shane's friend. Every time Jeffree had a palette release, it was on Jenna's stories. I'm saying this as a fan of Jenna. Marvel movies are overrated. Come for me. I agree. I get bored at most films though, so... Hamilton isn't that good. I haven't watched Hamilton, but everyone's telling me to. What do y'all think about that? I hate summer. It's the worst season. I have to agree that summer can be nasty. You know, the sweating and everything. Bugs. Winter is where it's at. Christmas. Unpopular opinion, Selena Gomez isn't as talented as everyone thinks she is. Her songs are pretty good, but most aren't written by her, and she doesn't sound good too. Here's the thing, Selena Gomez is actually more hated than liked. And from a Selena Gomez's fan, I see how much hate she gets on a daily basis, and she doesn't get credit for her amazing acting abilities, and actually, she has written a bunch of her songs, and actually, in certain circumstances, does sound really good in live performances. People are just really harsh on her. I appreciate you sending one in. I'm just putting mine out there too. Lose You to Love Me, literally the best song released this year. T. This isn't even an unpopular opinion, but schools shouldn't have opened yet. Where I live, a second wave of COVID-19 is happening, but the schools are opening in 2 weeks. I can't. Doesn't make sense to me. In my school, there are around 2,000 kids. That way, someone will eventually have COVID-19. People hate on furries way too much. Most of them are pretty chill. I get why people may find it weird, but it doesn't mean you should hate on them. I don't know. I used to be very weirded out by furries until I started cosplaying, so I don't know. Interesting. Harry Styles isn't that good. Sorry. Okay, literally, I got so many, and I included the ones that were normally suggested for me first. So, there are so many that I haven't. Whatever your unpopular opinions are, please comment them below, and maybe if this does well, we'll do another one of these and I'll feature yours. It's weird reading out someone else's unpopular opinions and not saying my own for once, because I literally did weeks upon weeks, months on months of making unpopular opinion videos where I was finding out, you know, what I was thinking. Now I'm like reading out yours, so Oh my god, this public participation. What unpopular opinions did you agree with that I said in this video from people? What did you disagree with? And what are yours? Let me know. I love you. I'll see you in my next video. And me and Hannah Montana are gonna be off with this shit. Peace.